Today, I am planning to build a city in the Minecraft world. Wait, let me explain. In this episode, I'm going to build a house for every 13 wizard jobs that exist today in 2025, from a smaller farmhouse to an entire wizard tower. And this is going to be a first section of a 15-part series where I turn my old, boring village to a bustling metropolis in Minecraft Hardcore. I have some very nice ideas that could be planned into this 15-part series, so if you want to see more great content, please subscribe. So, let's do this.
Good afternoon, guys. So, welcome to the 5th Minecraft Hardcore episode. Can't believe it's like this. So, recently I'm trying to do a 15-part series where I'm trying to turn this Minecraft village to a bustling metropolis for all people. So now my goal is to trying to turn this to a bustling metropolis, but. So, yeah, these villages, even though they're good, it's kind of getting not the best. I'm trying to make a house for every single Minecraft villager job, and then toss it all in this one episode. So, it's going to be fun.
My first house is the wizard tower, where the cleric resides. To be able to make the wizard tower, I decided to destroy the village church and replace it with a deep slate circle from digging lots of deep slate in the cave. In the live stream, I was using lots and lots of deep slate from the cave and built this massive, tall circle to model the wizard tower. There is also a pretty big box near the wizard tower because why not? Next, I filled the ground with oak planks. After this, I filled the wizard tower with lots of furniture, table, barrels, and leaves. Then I surrounded the wizard tower with random splotches of cobblestone, slabs, and all those things in the corresponding block palette. After that, all I had to do was stack up spruce logs to the top of the wizard tower. Then I crafted the spruce logs and the spruce planks to fill the ground and surround the towers with lots of lanterns for lots of good reasons. After that, I chopped a lot of spruce logs to craft spruce planks to create floors in the wizard tower. Filled it with barrels as per usual. And it looks like the top of the tower seems to be empty, so I need to do something with that. Next, I created a very complicated surface design on the top inspired by BigTonyMC to expand the surface area. Next, I created some massive walls around the wizard tower, along with a massive deep slate roof that just makes it look good. Then I created a very good interior with barrels, stairs, cauldrons, armor stand, and a brewing stand.
I am finally able to make some potions, guys. It's I'm vibing today. Looks like this has knocked out my village bucket list. Right.
Now, my next house will be the stonemason. As I pressed recording, during my process of building the house, I already created a model because I forgot to record everything. It had the box, the hay, the window, and many different things. Then, I chopped a lot of spruce logs so I can make the spruce planks for the roof. Now, the roof looks good. Next, I decided to make the interior of the stonemason house. I filled the house with a bed, a crafting table, and a bookshelf. And of course, the stone cutters of the stonemason would be able to function. Then the stonemason house seems to be finished. After finishing that alone, I made a bridge that goes up to the stonemason house, and I decided to create a carrot farm in Austin Street. Yes, from the last episode. Then, usually after that, I just created some more bridges so there could be more access to these houses that we're going to build in the future. Next, I decided to create the third house, the Fletcher. In the Fletcher, I decided to create a cobblestone box as a model and added features like windows and a pretty long chimney made out of bricks. I also added barrels with a bow on the outside, leaves, and lanterns. Then I also had some campfires to decorate the Fletcher house with. The next step will be to create the roof for the Fletcher house, so I used a lot of spruce stairs and stone bricks as an exterior to surround the roof in. Then I filled the ground with deep slate. Next to the manger house, I used spruce planks and trapdoors to create another roof. Inside the other area, I added hay bales and targets. Nice! After a few finishing touches, it looks like the third house is finished. Now it's time to create the fourth house, the library, where the librarian would be able to reside. So this is going to be a pretty big house, so I needed to model the house with oak logs. Then I used lots of sand and gravel to create white concrete powder. Then I filled the ground with oak planks. Then I used white concrete powder to build the walls needed to build this library. After building the walls, I put into black stained glass. Then inside, I created a receptionist office and avenues of leaves to make it feel like a very aesthetically pleasing library. Then I created a very oak staired roof that took a lot of oak logs that I had to chop. After this, I decided to go to the stronghold where a lot of bookshelves are. I collected a lot of bookshelves so I can decorate my library with these books. When I got home from the stronghold trip, I decided to get a painting in my library. Then I placed a lot of bookshelves, trapdoors, and stairs for aesthetic reasons. So this library is starting to actually look aesthetically pleasing to an average Joe like me. But now I actually want to put something under the library, so I dug a lot of space and used the black stained glass to surround the area, along with white concrete powder. Next, I wanted to drain the entire area with dirt, which was very easy to do. Then I decided to fill the ground with oak planks, as per usual. Then to finish off the library, I filled the entire underground area with bookshelves and lecterns. After this, it looks like I'm finished with the library. 4 down, 9 to go. Now it's time to create the 5th house for this video, which would be the fisherman house. So first things first, I decimated this white terracotta house. Then, when I was not recording, I created this small model full of oak logs and also a coastal balcony that gives a view of the sea. Then I added some slabs and trapdoors to make the coastal balcony look more visually appealing. Now it's time to create the walls and the roof. I used materials like white terracotta for the wall, with plenty of stained glass paint for direct decoration. Then I created a lot of barrels and campfires so I can bridge out and fish if I want, because why not?
Alright.
So anyways, with this small interior design, roof, and all that random stuff, it looks like the fisherman's house seems to be done. Now it's time to create the 6th house for this video, the map room. In the map room, I helped create a map for my village, so I created a model of the oak logs and the cobbled deep slate. Speaking of, I don't even know what to name my village.
No idea. GeoGuessr Village, okay.
Behold, the great village of, I don't know, GeoGuessr Village. After that, I filled the house with white concrete and lots of stained glass as windows. Then I surrounded these houses with leaves. Next, I created a very simple interior for the map room, where the cartographer would be chilling and sleeping well here. Then I created a roof surrounded with oak slabs. Then I mined a lot of cobbled deep slate to fill the missing group with lots of it. Then I made a pretty small farm near the map room. Then I mined a lot of sugarcane to make paper. Next, I created plenty of compasses using redstone and iron ingots. This is made to create 9 maps to put inside the house. So I spent the time mapping out all the places that surround, I don't know, GeoGuessr Village. Look at what the map looks like inside the map house. Oh yeah, the cartographer seems to be happy. For this segment, I did nothing but create a tunnel that connects the street that is somewhat near my house to where I made the villager houses via the underground base / lighthouse area. Now, the 7th house that I had to build will be the butcher. So the first thing to do again will be having to create the outline of the base. I'm going to use materials like stone bricks and stone as decoration. Then I made the ground out of spruce planks and filled the interior with barrels, a smoker, and a crafting table. Also, don't forget the windows. Next, I wanted to create the 2nd floor of this butcher house. I filled the outline of the 2nd floor with oak wood that is, of course, stripped. I even got some spruce trapdoors for some bonus decorations, because that's for some reason the norm of making Minecraft houses with Zombie Pro 1120. Now I wanted to create a stand or a market to sell food for the butcher that owned this house, and fill it with hay bales because why not. Then I made the roof of the 2nd floor and a good interior because this is essential for finishing the 7th house. Now, we are more than halfway with building the 13 houses for this video. For the 8th time, we now have to start the shepherd house, so I took the time to fill the water with some dirt so it would be easier to add the house. Then, during this live stream, I took the time to sketch what the house will look like with lots of spruce wood. Then I filled the ground with lots of stone bricks and stones, and then I finished the model. Now, I wanted to collect plenty of diorite so I would be able to surround the house with this wall design. I also got some leaves for decoration because, of course, why not? Then I filled the house with diorite stairs and stained glass. Now that the walls are finished, it is now time to create the roof. To do this action, I surrounded the edges of my planned roof with spruced stairs. So this is the model of what my planned roof will look like, and now I need to fill it in with gray concrete and gray wool. A great combination indeed. So it took a while to create this massive roof by gathering all the wool and concrete. Then boys, this seems to be the finished product of the roof. Then I filled the top of the roof with spruce trapdoors, and I filled the edges of the house with some diorite to top it all out. Now I had to fill the interior with bookshelves, leaves, tables, and a room so it could feel shepherdy. I need to stop saying these weird made-up words. Next, I needed to fill the area that is adjacent to the house with grass, spruce stairs, and spruce trapdoors to make a fence if the shepherd ever needs wool. So it looks like the shepherd house is finished, so there are now 5 houses to go. Now it is time to create the 9th house, the Toolsmith. For this segment, I wanted to chop down lots of spruce logs so I can create a model of this Toolsmith. Then I created the floor of the Toolsmith with stone and cobblestone, as usual, especially with the shepherd house. Third, I wanted to create the second floor of the house so the Toolsmith would be able to look good with the spruce model. Fourth, I created lots of walls near the spruce model with very unique wall designs with the oak leaves. Fifth, with the diamond frames, I put some diamond tools in. Now I wanted to gather campfire so I could decorate the roof for the Toolsmith market part of this house. After this segment, I just created the walls for both the 2 roofs of this part of the Toolsmith house. Now it looks like the roof is done. Fifth, I just finished the house with a very nice interior because of course, why not? Now the Toolsmith's house is finished. So for this segment, I just created a path so I'd be prepared to build the 10th house. Oh my, we are nearly finished. Just keep grinding, that's my motto. So to officially mark the 10th house that we've ever made in this hardcore episode, I'm going to create a leatherworker house. First, I wanted to create the stone model of the house with lots of cobblestone and stone for the first floor of the base, that with a door that goes there. Then I made some stairs that go up to the second floor, which I filled up with oak logs. Then I filled the ground with some spruce and oak planks to make it look spicy. So to officially mark the edges of the first floor, I used oak logs. Then I filled the second floor with the same design of the first floor. Then I got some spruce planks that surround it. Finally, I got some glass and stone bricks to surround the wall. Now I filled the walls with some oak leaves. Now the interior design of the first floor seems to look good. Then for my next live stream, I filled the interior of the first floor with bales and some flower pot designs. So this place will be full of storage solutions as well as functioning as a leatherworker place, like a U-Haul for any further future projects that I do, because we needed some place to put the junk. After the live stream, I created an interior, then a giant roof to polish it off with some gray concrete powder, gray wool, and such. Hey, we needed to find a way to use the wool from the wool factory. You think it's just going to be standing there? Then I filled the empty spots around the roof of the leatherworker house with spruce wood. To sum it up, it was just interior after interior. Now the leatherwork house seems to be finished. So to officially mark our 11th house, can't believe writing this took so long, we are going to build a farmer house so we can infinitely sustain ourselves. Well, not as much as the underground base. I got an oak structure that will surround the farmer house along with some stables that are reserved for farming for the farmer. He's going to have a nice time with the potatoes when I build it. I also gathered lots of diorite to surround the house with. With the diorite, I surrounded the walls of the house with this resource. Then I filled the ground with some oak planks. To create the roof, I surrounded the areas I wanted to build the roof in with gates. I also created these extended oak log designs with buttons in them. I can't really explain it. Then I filled the roof of the farmhouse with oak stairs, and I also made some farms because why not? Oh yeah, now the farmhouse seems to be finished. So it's time for the final 2 of the day. I am cooked. Now it is time to build a second to last house. It will be the weaponsmith house. So now I need to go get some stones so I can build up the structure, an actually good looking tower. Then with the tower, I also designed a little stable that would collide with the original weaponsmith house with the stone. Next, I needed to fill the stable with some spruce stairs and also some fences for the icing of the cake. I also put a lot of barrels and random job site tables, especially the grindstone, so the weaponsmith would be able to thrive in this house. I also got a spruce roof so it would actually look good. Finally, I decided to finish it off with a chimney made from bricks. Then for the rest of the segment, I added some walls for this area of the village, and then I got some leaves. Oh yeah, now it looks good. So the weaponsmith house is finished. Now it is time to build the last house to sum up all the dumb houses that I made. It will be the armor house. This house was originally made by Foxel, and I hope this house will shine through the village skyline. But this house will take lots of materials like stripped dark oak logs, spruce planks, black stone, cobblestone, fences, and all that random interior stuff because why not? After I get all the materials, what I need to do is to create a giant grass floor. Then I fill the empty spaces with stripped dark oak logs, and then I fill the ground with stone. Now it is time to actually finish the entire wall with stripped dark oak logs and stone bricks. Then I had to create the next floor. Now I filled the second floor with stripped dark oak logs and stripped spruce logs, so now the roof would actually start to look good. Then I filled the roof of the second floor with some spruce planks as per usual because why not? Then I filled the walls of the second floor with pulse diorite and windows. Now the flooring and walling seems to be completed. Now it's time for the next step. Next, I took the time to create a chimney for the house. Then I constructed the base roofing for the medieval armor. Now it is time to actually start modeling out the roof on the third floor, which was actually very easy just by creating a big black stone box. After that, it was just easy to build the roof of the armor house. Then, of course, some minor decorations that no one gives a flip about. Next, I created the pathway to the house and filled the armor blacksmith area with lots of stone and also lots of barrels with armor stands. Now it looks like the exterior of the house seems to be finished. Now, to finalize, we need to decorate the interior. First, to create the interior, I wasted my time crafting iron armor to put in these iron frames. Second, I got lots of leaves, slabs, and ores to circle around the house. Third, I got some job tables and surround this area. After this, I started constructing this part of the first floor interior and filled the place with diamond armor. But I actually wanted to create one set of diamond armor, so I just wasted an hour on this.
Nice.
After that, to finish it off, it was time to build this interior. Since I didn't want to spend any longer typing the script, then I'm just gonna build an epic time lapse of the interior. And finally, with a little bit of the third floor covered, it looks like our house is finished.
Alright, anyways guys, looks like we are approaching the end of the first foundation of our new city. So right now, I think right now we're rapidly advancing our city right now. So there's of course going to be more come. And I got a very fun idea in mind for the next episode. So yeah, first thing I built was the wizard tower. Of course, long stairway with lots of barrels. And yeah, there's like a lot of like armories for some reason, with like cauldrons. And then of course a brewing stand. Next, I built a stonemason area. I need to improve my interiors, guys. Help me get some interior ideas. And this is the Fletcher's room. So it's a pretty spacious house. Outside, there's like an archery here. The next thing we have will be the library. So in the library, there's like, to be honest, I kind of forget like things I have, but I remember building this. It's like this is like the library is like the foundation of what the village name is. So come to I don't know Geogesa village. Anyways, next we have if I remember correctly, it's the fisherman's room. So like lots of books, and there are still villagers that are unemployed. Next we have the cartography room. So it's like it's a map of. I included a map of like the village. Guys, I forget what I build very rapidly. Anyways, the next thing I built was the shepherd room. So like, I could be wrong. Wait, it's the butcher. It's the butcher house. So random stuff outside. I don't know why I put it here. The shepherd, yeah, the shepherd. You have the look, so it's definitely the shepherd. So yeah, there's like a lot of like random stuff outside. Yeah, baby, turn me up. We love building houses. So this is the Toolsmith house. So there's a Toolsmith here. Why am I pointing out the obvious? There's also the leather workers. I created like a pretty big area inside, and I utilized a lot of this gray wool and gray concrete. And over here, I made like a very big barrel storage room. As my design is absolutely core when it comes to. And then next there is the farmer, where all the potatoes are in. It's not the best interior, but you can work with it. Oh yeah, and this is the interior of the Toolsmith's house. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're selling diamond armor for 1 emerald. And for 1 iron, you can get emerald. 1 emerald. Theoretically, with wood, with iron, if you have 4 iron, 5 iron, then you can basically get full diamond set of armor. If I remember correctly, I think my final build was the armor house. Yeah, baby. And I think I inspired it from like, I forgot. I think you already heard the name being mentioned. All right, and yeah, this is the balcony that no one talks about. Furnace stuff. And of course, just a nice place to be in. And also, like, there's a pretty extensive thing. I almost forgot about this. Oh yeah, this was the cauldron. It's a cauldron then. This must have be the... Wait, I forgot what this is called. Sorry that I didn't recognize it. Built all 13 villager job houses. And actually in 2 weeks, so nice. Where we're actually gonna go like more frequently now. Let's go.